If we haven't met, my name's Julia, and I'm a new mom who, for the first time in my life, weighs pretty consistently over 200 pounds. So I'm on a mission to try out as much free fitness content here on YouTube and hopefully lose some of the baby weight along the way and let you know my honest review. This week I tried out Fitness Blender and let's just say it didn't go as I expected. If you've ever searched for free workouts here on YouTube, chances are you've come across Fitness Blender. This is a long-time YouTube account. Their top video has 80 million views, which for perspective is like twice the population of the entire state of California. So they definitely came well recommended in that sense, and I was excited to give it a try. The channel's philosophy is all about making fitness accessible and affordable and inclusive, which I really appreciate. They offer a range of workouts from beginner to advanced and cover everything from high-intensity interval training to Pilates. I tested out 5 workouts, which gave me a nice feel for what they offer. Okay, so let's start off with the things I really loved. First of all, they have, I think, really well-structured videos. At the beginning of each workout, they will tell you exactly what to expect from warm-up to cool down, and they also let you know the level of difficulty right off the bat. And I'm going to give you a cheat code that I didn't figure out until I was already done trying the workouts, which was very frustrating, but it's using their website to find workouts that fit your needs and what you're looking for. They have a ton of filters on their website that you can use to search through their YouTube workouts, and it all links back to YouTube, and it helps you find a video that's the best fit. And I'm talking so many filters, like the length of the video, the difficulty level of the workout, equipment needed, the area of your body it's focusing on. And using those filters is just way easier than scrolling and trying to find a thumbnail that you think looks promising, which is exactly what I did. The next thing I really appreciated about the videos is their difficulty levels. If you're like me, you're probably more of a beginner when it comes to working out, but I think a really great thing about Fitness Blender is they have a lot of options for more advanced exercisers, workouter, people who are better at working out than me. So this is definitely a channel you could grow into if you start off as a beginner and then build your strength and advance into more intense workouts. It's definitely a one-stop shop. Another highlight for me was the interval style of their workouts. So I tried this for a week. I did 5 workouts, and in pretty much all of the videos, you would do a push and exercise for about 20 to 40 seconds, and then you get a 10-second break, and then you would move right back into the next push. And during those pushes, you would see a timer counting down the number of seconds that you had done in that push and that were left. And that really helped me when I was feeling the burn and feeling like I was gonna die and wanted to quit, to just know like, oh, I have 8 more seconds left. I can do anything for 8 more seconds. So even when an exercise was hard, I knew the end was in sight and a break was coming. And it also made me feel like the exercise and the videos just went faster, which I am definitely here for, because if an exercise video drags on, it just makes it hard for me to want to continue. They also really shine in terms of variety. In my 1 week of doing their exercises, there was cardio, high intensity interval training, low impact work, strength training, core challenges, and even some flexibility work thrown in there. So if you want variety and you're someone who likes to mix things up, I think Fitness Blender definitely delivers on that front. One neutral point I want to make is that for pretty much all the workouts I tried, they did require dumbbells or weights, and while that's fantastic for muscle building, it could be a downside if you're just starting out and you don't have some type of basic home gym setup. Again, on their website, you can filter for videos that don't require equipment, but if you're like me and you just started clicking on videos that looked interesting, you might wind up with something that requires equipment. Maybe that's a great opportunity to take your workouts to the next level but that's a personal preference. So for me, this is more of, I guess, a neutral element of my review. But who wants neutral? We've talked about the good. Now let's get into some of the things I didn't like as much. And I'm going to start off with a confession. The workouts I tested were from their 2-week challenge, which is 10 videos where you work out for 5 days, take a couple days off, and then work out another 5 days. And I fully intended to do both weeks for this review, but I'll be honest, I got bored. And I hate to say it because the workouts themselves were good. And I think this boils down to a personality thing. It's not you, Fitness Blender, it's me. I personally struggled with the energy level of the instruction. The trainers, they were calm and informative. And I think that can be great if you want a really no-nonsense professional approach. But I'm someone who gets inspired by energetic, upbeat trainers who are really trying to hype me up because let's be real, I weigh over 200 pounds and I need all the hyping up I can get to get my body jiggling all over my living room and working out. So the tone just felt a bit flat. There was also no background music, and it's a little thing, but for me, it made the workouts feel a bit monotonous. And I fully recognize that while this is a con for me, that might be a huge plus for a ton of folks out there, especially if you want to make your own workout playlist. I personally ended up watching Lost in Austin in the background. Also, shout out to all my Austin fans. Also, what is with that show? In the first episode, the main character, who is not Jane Bennett, was kissing Mr. Bingley, and I was like, what is happening here? What is happening with this show? What even is this? But that has nothing to do with Fitness Blender. So if you're the type of person who likes to pair audiobooks when you're working out, which is something I've done in the past, or maybe you want to stack watching your favorite show, doing a workout, which is another great way to motivate yourself to exercise, this could be a really good fit for you. It just wasn't for me. I think I wouldn't have felt as bored if I hadn't done this the week after testing out Grow with Jo, because those videos are super high energy. And I think I was riding the wave off of that Grow with Jo week, and then this just kind of fell flat. Even though objectively, I think Fitness Blender does seem to offer a lot more variety of workouts than Grow with Jo did. No hate to Grow with Jo. If you watched that video, I loved her and I loved her workouts. While these aren't huge cons, and again, for some folks, everything I talked about in the negative category might be pluses, in the end, the workouts just left me feeling kind of bored, and I'm really sorry to say it, but I was. And that's a dangerous place for me to be, because if I'm bored, I am way less likely to stick with my exercise routine. And a big piece of advice I'd offer to folks who are trying to build a workout routine that they will stick to is to build a routine that they enjoy. If one program isn't sparking joy, it's totally okay to pivot. Working out is already hard enough, and if it's boring on top of that, it's going to be all the harder to stick with. So, final thoughts. Who would like Fitness Blender? You'd like this if you want to feel like you've got a personal trainer helping you out. These videos are very professional. They're made by real-life personal trainers, and I think you'll get solid workouts with these folks. You'd also like the Fitness Blender workouts if you're interested in medium to heavier intensity workouts, or building yourself up from a beginner level to an advanced level, all with one YouTube channel. And for those heavy intensity workouts, I think you'd like it if you're not looking for a gym bro, like raw muscle type of fitness influencer. If you just want folks who are very straightforward, down to earth, telling you the moves without, going all, intense gym bro-y. Again, no hate to folks who like that. That's just not my vibe. You would probably like Fitness Blender. You'd also like these workouts if you want to focus on your exercise movements without the distraction of music, or if you want to make your own playlist. All in all, I think Fitness Blender's got a lot going for it, and it's definitely worth trying out for yourself. And honestly, maybe I was just having an off week and that's why I didn't like it as much. If they're your favorite exercise channel, I hope we can still be friends, even if I didn't give it an absolutely glowing review. And if you've decided we're not friends, you can just let me know in the comments. Speaking of comments, do you have a favorite fitness channel that you think I should try out? Please let me know because, again, I'm on a mission to try out as much free fitness content as I can here on YouTube and give you my honest review. And again, hopefully shed a few pounds in the process. Thanks so much for watching, and let's build a healthy routine together.